everyone, welcome back to ConductorPlugin.com. Got another video today. This time we're covering the Toolset plugin for creating custom post types and custom fields. This was asked by a user of Conductor to do this video just to see if it works with Conductor. So before we dive in, Conductor will work with any custom post type creator plugin that's in the repo. I mean, as long as it's doing it the WordPress way and registering custom post types and custom fields, sort of the WordPress way where we can discover those with Conductor, it's going to work. And it works with all the popular stuff like this Toolset plugin, like advanced custom fields, like pods, custom post type maker plugin. It works with a whole bunch of these plugins that are in the repo. Or if you create your own custom post type and custom fields, it'll work with that as well. So there's never really a compatibility issue, but let's just jump right into this. And we're going to create our first custom post type using the Toolset plugin. We're going to call it cars. Car. We'll leave it like that. And I'm going to skip the description. I'm going to pretty much leave all of this stuff default just for in the interest of time. And I will put it after the food custom post type. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some fields to this custom post type. So I'm going to head on over to the post fields, add a new group. I'll call this car information. Also just leave that blank. I'll save the field group. And now I'll go ahead and add a new field. I'm just going to do some really basic stuff, just again in the interest of time and keeping this moving along. I will add in, let's see what we have. I'll just do number. The field name will be mileage. And again, quickly breezing through this, I'm going to add another one called, I'm just going to do this one. I'll say brand. Yeah, you know, in a great situation, you might have a drop down of all the car brands that you have. But meanwhile, just in this little basic example here, mileage and brand, and that's what we're going to use for this custom post type. So you see on the left-hand side, the cars has been created. Let's take a look. There are no car custom post types, so we're going to go ahead and add one. Car number 1. This is a test. Mileage, 100. I'll go 10,000. 10,000. And the brand, I don't know. First one that comes to mind is Audi. And I don't have a featured image, but I can make that change in a second. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. I'm going to go back to my tool set and post types, edit cars, and enable the featured image. Okay, we've got the featured image saved. I can go back to my custom post type just to make this example look a little bit better. Add an image there. It always helps with the display of Conductor. I'm going to select this one. That's not an Audi. It's a BMW. It's pretty funny, but we're just going to go ahead and hit update. I'm going to add one more just to make sure we have enough for an example. So now we have our two car custom post types with those two fields. I created them with the Toolset plugin. I'm going to go ahead and create a Conductor query. So first thing we'll do is call it, give it a name, sorry. So I'll call it cars. I'll call it cars query, just to make things a little bit easier. I'm going to select many cars because we only have those two cars. And you can see right down here in the right-hand corner, we got our little preview. It's showing you which data is being scooped up by Conductor and what's being output. So I'm going to say many cars. We only have two, but that's okay. I'm going to say the table display just because that's pretty neat to look at. And I'm going to go ahead and add in our custom fields that we attached to that custom post types. One was called mileage. The other one was called brand. So I'm going to search for mileage. And this is the custom post type for the mileage right there. And I'm going to search for brand. And you can see these are prefixed. Let me actually remove this. So this is a test server, so I've had the mileage field in there before. You can see in the custom post type creator, I use a custom field called mileage, but the Toolset plugin prefixes it with WPCF. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and I'm going to relabel this. So I'm going to say brand, save, and mileage, and save. And you can see again on the right hand side, I get the little previews happening right here. So you can see that this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have the featured image up top, the post title, the author byline, any content that's in there, and then the read more link. So I don't really want all of that stuff. I don't want the content in this case. I don't want the author byline. I'll leave the title of the featured image, and then I'm going to just say, I'm going to change that read more link to view more. Reorder that. I'm going to put view more below. You'll see why in a moment. Go ahead and hit publish. From here, I can copy this shortcode or function code, whatever I want to do, and we'll drop it into a page. So I'm going to go to my test page. Go to the basic editor. Get rid of all of this test data. Actually, let's make sure all of it's gone. Paste in that shortcode. Go ahead and hit update. And view the page. Now there are my two cars in the table view, and you can see I had changed the read more link to view more, and I reordered it. If you recall, I put it at the end of the list because I knew that in a table view, you really want to read this information here and then take a look at, click these links to go into those individual custom post type pages, just like that. And with our table view, you can sort by these columns, or you could search with the little search field box right here. That is Conductor and the Toolset plugin. Toolset, they also have a plugin called Views, which is actually a, one would say a direct competitor to Conductor, and it very much is. Conductor doesn't have all of the options that Views has. We often get asked, what's the difference? We've got a ton of videos here on our site. Most of the options that you can see here in all the videos, there's nothing else really hidden. You can take a look at our add-ons page over at conductorplugin.com. Views is a great plugin. It has a lot of features, a lot of options, and if you don't need all of that, if you just need super focused querying and displaying of your content, that's when you want to give Conductor a look. Conductor also works with Beaver Builder, which is a page builder, which often gets confused with Conductor as well. Again, we're doing everything content focused. We want to be able to show your content super easy and let you use a plugin like Beaver Builder to build a site, and then use Conductor to display, more complex queries like we built right here. And in that case, like a table view, like you see with our car query. At any point, we could switch this to columns, make this 2 columns, hit update, and that will retroactively change the view of this down to 2 columns. So it's very flexible in the sense where you've got this one shortcode or one widget that you're using in like Beaver Builder or a non-Beaver Builder website, whatever it is. You could put that shortcode in there. You might have had a table, but now you want to switch it up to columns just like this to make things, a different design. We're really separating ourselves from heavy design of a site to focusing on our customers being able to show the content that they want, post pages, custom post types, custom fields, WooCommerce products, etc. And, do that without any fuss, hopefully. It's conductorplugin.com. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out. conductorplugin.com/contact. Thanks, everybody.